Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Sair da escola já com uma formação profissional no currículo? Parece bom demais pra ser verdade, né? Pois é. No ensino técnico do Senac, isso é possível. É ensino médio junto com formação técnica, que acontece durante os 3 anos. Lá, eles usam metodologia para projetos, desenvolvendo competências como resolução de problemas, pensamento crítico e colaboração, além de valores éticos e sustentáveis. Quer saber? Senac. Acesse sp.senac.br/ensino médio e saiba mais.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Marissa Maguire, and I'm the general manager for the AC Hotel Waco Downtown.
Hi, my name is Brandon Clark. I'm a senior marketing student at Baylor University and a marketing intern with the AC Hotel Waco.
Hello, my name is Luke Duval. I'm a senior marketing and management student at Baylor University, and I'm also a marketing intern at the AC Hotel.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning on the 21st floor of the Alico building. I hope you guys are enjoying the view.
Of course.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
We can see the hotel right from the window. Absolutely amazing.
It is.
I think we were all mentioning this is our first time inside this
Yes.
building.
Oh
my
To now
gosh.
be in here and on the 21st floor.
The
is pretty
Alico is
cool.
gate kept. So I'm glad to expand it to our community. Well, thank you guys for being here. So the first question I usually ask newcomers on the show is, what brought you Waco, or what's your Waco story?
So my Waco story is really because of my husband and my family. I'm originally from Houston.
Okay, so not too far.
You know, not too far, but I had never really been to Waco. My husband's originally from this area, and we both have worked in the hospitality industry for most of our career. So we've moved, all around Texas primarily for our jobs. And we were living in Frisco in North Dallas a couple years ago, kind of pre-COVID. And we loved it there, but it just kind of never really felt like home for us. We have 2 daughters, and we were kind of growing tired of feeling like we were on an island by ourselves. And when we kind of took some inventory in our lives, especially during COVID, we realized that we were coming to Waco almost every other weekend to see our family here and spend time here. And it just made it really obvious that this is really where we wanted to put roots down and where we wanted to be. So we, crazy enough, made this decision. We told all of our family and friends. My husband works remotely, so his home base doesn't matter much. But being the GM of a hotel, I was obviously going to have to look for something different. And at the time, we just said, you know what? We've moved all around for work. If this is what we want to do for our family, we need to just have some faith that the career piece will take care of itself. And so we told all of our family and friends we're moving to Waco. And a week later, my mother-in-law sent me the press release of the company that I now work for, announcing that they were building the AC Hotel here. And I had just opened an AC Hotel previously, so it felt very fated that I was destined to be a part of this project. And that's my joke with my CEO, is that he built this hotel just for me. So we moved to Waco a little over 3 years ago now. We moved here to be closer to family. We literally live next door to my in-laws, which I know for some people is probably terrifying, but for us, it's amazing. Our kids have the best life, and just getting to live in almost this compound-like existence. It's just been everything for us. And I mean, we chose Waco. We knew we wanted to be here, and we knew we wanted to put roots down.
I love that. That's absolutely amazing to hear. And I mean, I'm sure I know why you guys are here in Waco, but if you guys want to give a little bit about your stories as well.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So I actually was born right here in Texas, in Allen. And I grew up there. And so I was around about the age of 7. And then my father, he got repositioned out to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow.
So, kind of grew up there, made a whole bunch of friends out there. Beautiful state. Loved the place. But it never really felt like home, So I wanted something of a homecoming. So, I started looking at colleges all around Texas, and I'm like, how can I get back here? I started looking at something that really exemplifies my values. I'm a strong Christian. So I start seeing this place called Baylor, and I'm like, what the heck is this? I do research. I keep looking into it. I'm like, man, this really is speaking to me. They have a great community. They have a great access of wanting to serve and wanting to help others. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to apply. So I sent in my application. I thankfully got an amazing scholarship, and I could not be happier being here 4 years later.
So you had to come back to Texas, obviously.
I just had to. It's a homecoming.
And Luke?
Honestly, my Baylor Waco story is more about like after post-grad of like I came to Waco, for Baylor, knew that that's why I was going to be here, and it was going to be like a 4-year thing. And the closer and closer I get to May with graduation, it's like maybe it's not a 4-year thing. Ooh. Maybe it's like a 7-year thing or an 8-year thing. And
you better tell Maya that too. So.
Maya's on board. Don't worry. Maya is my girlfriend. Don't worry. She is fully on board with this whole Waco thing. Actually, it's her idea. So
okay,
a little exciting. I think that would be more my Waco story of like just falling in love with the city, falling in love with the community of the city. We were talking about earlier, just the fact of like knowing people and like the community that you grow in Waco, just because of the fact that like Waco is a big small city where it's like everyone knows everyone, but there's also a ton of people here that you still don't know, but it's like you can probably find a connection. And so just like falling in love with Waco because of that.
I love that. I love hearing stories like that. And it's amazing. And now you guys are going to be having this amazing event.
Yes.
You guys are interning with the AC Marriott. Tell me all the things. Like, what can we look forward to?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the major thing with this event is currently what we're doing is we put together the AC Opportunity Grant.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, it's great. So let me tell you about it, right? So with this grant, we're going to give $2,500 away to a Baylor student organization to make one of their proposals come to life. For the last 2 weeks, we have had these organizations come and give us some of the most impressive proposals that personally I've ever seen, honestly.
Wow.
They are really highly detailed. They really put a lot of time and effort into it. And our application window closes on the 22nd. So here's what's going to happen. Once the application window closes, we're going to choose a list of the various different finalists that we're going to be able to have. Then we're going to give that over to the AC Executive Committee for them to make the final decisions on who is going to win the $2,500 grant prize. And then our second place prize is actually going to be a free hotel venue space for their next their next event. They're actually opening up an amazing new ballroom that is called the Skyline Terrace. Yes. It overlooks Magnolia, and it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
I need to come on a tour.
Absolutely, 100%. No, so actually, speaking of tours, they actually gave us a tour of that new Skyline. That's how we were able to see it early, which was really something special. But that's all going to be open next year. So what's going to happen is next year, whoever wins that second place prize can either hold their event, their formal, at the newly opened Skyline Terrace or at their 7,000 square feet ballroom, the Barcelona, one of the largest hotel ballrooms in Waco, completely free of charge in terms of venue cost.
Wow.
Yeah. And then for the event itself, here's the best part, right? We didn't want to just do a proposal. We didn't want to just do a grant. We wanted to add a little something extra special because these people, they have worked hard. They've put together something really fantastic. We wanted to celebrate their success. In order to do that, we decided to put together the AC Check awarding ceremony on the 4th of December. So what that's going to be is we're going to get live entertainment. We're working on getting a band actually there. We're getting catering. We're having a whole bunch of speakers, one of which is going to be the department head of Baylor University for their strategic leadership and development course, Dr. Katie Black. We are very excited.
Shout out for her for sure.
She is fantastic. She actually was one of the major reasons we were able to get so much on-campus marketing. She helped us with our billboards, our yard signs, our tabling, our pamphlets.
Wow.
Yeah, it really has been something special to see Baylor just embrace this entire thing. But we just want to give back. We want to help out the people of Waco. We want to help out Baylor students because you know how college students are. They don't have a whole lot of money.
I like that you say that as a Baylor student.
Yes, exactly.
As a Baylor student.
As a college student. You know how it is, right? And so yeah, that's kind of the breakdown. Finalist decisions will be made here very soon, and the invitations will be sent out. So be sure to check your inboxes, Baylor, because hopefully you'll be getting one soon.
Woo-woo. Yes. That sounds absolutely amazing. So kind of tell me more how this concept came came to be. What was that journey like, kind of coming up with this?
Yeah. So our campaign is called A Space for Everyone. And so our goal is really to just engage with the Baylor community and also just the Waco community as a whole, to kind of showcase and highlight AC and the fact that they have ballroom space. And we want people to be able to use that and kind of just experience the excellence of the AC. And so through that, we're actually in a class where we got to come up with an advertising campaign for the AC, and we got to present it to them. And then with our help of Marissa and Jennifer, who's also over at the AC, they chose which promotional campaign they wanted us to go through. And so it was really just coming from that standpoint of, we want Waco, we want Baylor to know the AC. We want them to know that, like, they're accessible. They're not just like this hotel for people who are traveling into Waco and traveling out of Waco, but instead it's a hotel for the people of Waco.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And, you know, kind of for you, why do you think it's so important that you guys are embracing this and kind of putting this message out to the community?
You know, I give a lot of credit to the CEO for our company, because he really established some amazing Baylor ties early on, even before I came into the picture. And we've had the opportunity the last couple of years to work with a student group from Baylor, specifically in their marketing department, with the help of Dr. Tyra Lindsay Warren. And we have had just some amazing, I think, outcomes that came out of it. You know, we as industry professionals tend to look at things from one lens, and I think it's been really refreshing to get new perspective from students who are studying, you know, marketing specifically as their field. And we've had some takeaways that we've been able to implement that have helped our business. And so this year, Dr. Tyra kind of approached us and said, okay, I want to do this, but I want you to do it with a different level of class. And so the difference this year is we're actually doing the work. We're executing their ideas. And so instead of, you know, talking about things more in theory, or if you did this or if you did that. And this has been, you know, by far, I think, my favorite experience. You know, it definitely is an investment. We had to come up with a true budget, and we have to be willing to write the check to do so. You know, there's a time commitment. We meet on a weekly basis, you know, as a group or with our hotel team. And so there truly is a time investment and a money investment in there. But it's pretty amazing to get to see the actual tangible outcome. And what an opportunity, I think, on both ends, right? It's an opportunity for the students to get to do some true real life work that they put their names behind. And it's an opportunity for us to get to work with them and to get, you know, to expand our brand here locally. And in specific, this is really talking about student organizations. You know, our hotel, we don't just want to be a business. I don't think any business desires that. We want to be a place for community. We want to be a community-driven hotel. And a big part of Waco's community is embracing Baylor University and the students that are here. And I think that, you know, there being a brand new business, there can be a little sticker shock if you were just to go, you know, call in and say, hey, I want to do an event for, you know, 300 people. And so what we're hoping to do is to, you know, have some stronger ties within the Baylor student organizations to make sure that they know that we can work with you. You know, there isn't a one size fits all, this is the only thing that we offer. But a big part of that is creating awareness where we are, that we have event space that can accommodate the size of their event, and then making sure that we try to get them there, to get them physically there, so that we have the chance to interface with them and talk to them and make sure that they know that we do want to work with them.
I absolutely love that. And kind of on the student side, and what is y'all's perspective about kind of the community influence and anything like that, especially with the growth in downtown Waco?
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you something. So I'm a part of the Baylor student government, and one of the major things that we constantly try to do is to bridge the gap. We want to make sure that Baylor University is as engaged with Waco itself as we possibly can. That's the reason why we go all out, trying to create things like the Blue Bonnet Battle, trying to create things that will like allow Waconians to really be able to engage with Baylor. I mean, last year, for example, this is a great example. So one of the things that we did was work with a local charity called Church Under the Bridge. We went in, we went to go and tend to those who really did not come from too much means, try to help them out, try to give them extra food, try to pray with them and that kind of thing. We wanted to be able to make sure that we always give back. And that was really kind of the ideals behind what we're doing here and trying to engage with the community. Yeah,
I absolutely love that. And any other thoughts or opinions?
I think the biggest thing is just like bridging that gap, like Brandon said, but also just understanding that like the Waco community goes past like Austin Avenue and the Waco
Yes.
community goes past like 35. And I feel like that's been something that's been just like beautiful about my Baylor experience is getting to meet those people who like cultivate own a place on Austin Avenue. And it's like, I would have never stepped foot into that place except for the fact that I knew someone who interned there.
Yeah.
And like, I've gotten to do so many really cool things because of the fact of just connections that I've made through that. And then there's other opportunities of like allowing Baylor students to know like, hey, it's okay to cross that 35 bubble.
Yes.
It's okay to cross the like grease pit area and like go past those fast food restaurants because there's so many better things to experience in the Waco area. And if I can play a small part in that of allowing Baylor students to know about the AC Hotel and then that just growing their Baylor experience and growing their Waco experience as a whole, then I'd love to be a part of that. I'd love to have someone walk away from this grant opportunity and have an experience like mine where they're like, wait, maybe I do want to stay in Waco post-grad. Or like maybe the city is the city for me. Because that's just a beautiful thing to have. And it's like such a fun thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I love that. So what are you looking forward to most, especially as a Baylor student and obviously the one putting on this event?
Of course. I think the thing that I'm looking forward to most is just getting to have an event in the AC event space, getting to see that kind of come to life. We got to have a meeting with them earlier this week and kind of put in some starting touches of the event. And then we met with Dr. Tyra Lindsay Warren and talked a little bit more about that. And it's just like coming to shape so beautifully. And so I'm really excited for the grunt work that's going to happen over the next 2 weeks. And I know it's going to be hard.
I think you're the only one that would say that. So.
Probably. This is definitely my like favorite part of the project is going to be getting this event together, figuring out the decorations, figuring out the florals, figuring out all of those things.
There's a whole list of the florals, let me tell you.
Oh my goodness. I'm ready for this because I want it to be fun. I want it to be an experience. I don't want Baylor students to come over to the AC and be disappointed by any means. Especially if they like don't walk away with the grant prizes. Like I want them to walk away and be like, wow, this was an experience that I like won't forget. And I want to come back next weekend and sit at the bar. Or I want to come and tell my parents to spend the night here when they're in town. Like I want this to be impactful for the Baylor community as a whole.
I love that. That's absolutely amazing. And same thing for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's kind of just piggybacking off of Luke said, really, we just want to make sure that we provide the best experience possible for the Baylor students that are coming to the AC Hotel, because having worked with them now for about 5 months, give or take, we've really been able to understand who they are, what they believe in, and what they value. And it is clear that they truly want to help out Baylor students. They truly want to help out the local community. They want to be a cornerstone of this place. And if we can put on an event that really just showcases that to both Waco and to Baylor, I'd say, let's do it.
I love that. And of course, I'm sure that goes back to your mission directly. If you want to touch a little bit more on that as well.
Yeah. Y'all are so eloquent. My favorite part's going to be the big check. That's like what I'm check. You ready for that big check? Yeah. You know, being I'm a career hotelier. This was working at a hotel front desk was my first job out of high school.
Wow.
And it was not what I had set out to do for my life, but it's something that I really fell in love with. And I think one of those reasons is, you know, the hotel industry is about people, right? And so in my job, in my role as a general manager now, you know, it's about our guests, of course, but it's also about the people that work there, and it's about the people in the community that you serve. And growing up, I was really involved with the YMCA, and a whole cornerstone of their mission is servant leadership, right? And I think there's so many through points, you know, in that. And so at the core of me, I think that's why we do what we do. We live to serve others, whether that's our customers, whether that's our vendors, whether that's our guests, whether that's our associates. That's who we're serving. And I really just think that it's important, you know, for our business as well as other businesses to think outside your four walls and think about what your impact is in your local community. Because if you don't do that, or you fail to do that, when times get tough, you know, you won't have anyone to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I need your help, or can you help me with this, or can you partner with me on that? And so I think that the local involvement, whether it's partnering with Baylor marketing class, or whether it's serving on a local board, or whether it's being involved in volunteering in a local nonprofit, you know, those are things that are really important to every single business, and certainly for us too.
I love that. That is absolutely so inspiring, and just getting to hear it, it really does just, you know, serve as a testament to our community as well. Just getting to see how everybody, you know, kind of has this mindset where it's like, what can we do to give back? What can we do to, you know, have a servant heart. I think it's absolutely beautiful just to continue to see that. With that, of course, we will take a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony, and some call me Big T.
And I'm Carrie, and we have some exciting news. We have a podcast.
Absolutely, it's called My Husband is a Hunka Burning Love.
No.
And we'll be discussing some different sex positions overweight couples can easily perform, correct?
I don't think so. It's called I Married an Idiot.
I know, I'm just kidding.
We'll try to stay on task, focus. Did you take your Adderall today?
Really? You're going to ask me that? Are you insinuating something?
Never mind. You may be wondering why we're doing this. We have been together for 36 years.
36 short, long
years.
Freaking years. But we must be doing something right?
Well, we must be. But this is where the fun starts.
And you know me, I love having fun. Fun is the best thing to have.
Yes, it is. On our show, we're going to be discussing a wide variety of topics. And I'll give you my opinion, and you'll give your opinion. So please, do not embarrass me.
I'm not going to embarrass you. I told you 1,000 times, but you also need to learn to get some thicker skin if you're going to be doing this.
No.
And don't take everything so damn personal.
I know, but you get personal.
Anyway, it's up to you, not you, Carrie, but the podcastee listeners,
the audience,
to decide which one of us is the idiot.
It's going to be pretty obvious, trust me.
Absolutely, totally obvious. Was that a shot?
Of course not.
Okay, good, just checking. So, everybody has an opinion. It's like my daddy always said.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Well, it's true. An opinion is like an ass. Everyone has one, and some are bigger than others, or it went something like that.
Stop. Would you be nice? See what I mean? Tell them where we can be found.
Anywhere you get your podcast or roguemedianetwork.com. Just look up I Married an Idiot. Sit back, relax, and give us a try. I promise you it will be entertaining. And if you want to contact us, you can shoot us an email. Well, I don't seem to have the email at the moment. This is not good. I don't seem to have that at the moment, but we'll let you know, so stay tuned, and I promise you we'll let you know. So,
really?
Well.
But yes, eventually we'd love to hear your feedback. You can give us suggestions on what topic to cover, comment on our show or an episode, or just drop us a line to say hello.
Just remember, any negative feedback should be directed toward Carrie, and all positive feedback should go to me.
Wrong again.
Hey, babe, look, we got to go. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, just remember to tune in. It's going to be fun, and thanks for giving us a try.
Absolutely. Until next time, peace out. God dang.
I thought it went pretty good.
That went well, not.
Well, I thought it went okay.
Why didn't you tell me the email? Do you even have an email?
You said you were getting the email.
I did not. When did I say that?
You're such an idiot.
Oh, the hell with it.
And now, back to the episode.
And we're back. So we were just talking about how important it is to expand as a business and really just reach out to the community. With that, of course, one of the questions I love to ask when we get back from break is, what is something you would like to see more of in Waco?
Well, I can say from my standpoint, especially living here, I was like a theater nerd as a kid, and I love a good musical. So I was really, really excited for the PAC recently opening here. I think that was so needed. I'm also really excited as part of Waco's downtown redevelopment to get a true creative and performing arts center here. The first year I lived here, I bought tickets to Broadway in Austin, and I trucked it, down 35, an hour and a half to go see a show once a month. And I would love to do that here in Waco.
I love that too. That'd be amazing. And for you guys?
I love the restaurants here. They are fantastic. They really are amazing. But I want more of them. I want more of them. I want more Asian. I want more Tex-Mex. I want more of all of that stuff. Because let me tell you this much. I keep telling all my friends, you got to go you got to get past the grease pit. You got to go actually into the city. And because there's some really good stuff there. But I'll tell you this much. If we open more restaurants and we open to something, a little bit of variety, I think that'll really be able to just get the students over here. So yeah, that's what I'd love to see. Just more restaurants.
Listen, I'm looking forward to that new hot pot place.
Oh,
just can't wait for it to open. I've been waiting. They painted the building.
The Brazilian steakhouse that's coming too.
Yes. So excited.
That's
be exciting.
No, Waco's on the up and up for sure.
We're trying.
No, I would say honestly kind of bridging the gap between those two things. Just like more experiences in Waco. Things that like get me out to go do things, whether that is the performing arts or just like many other different things of like, I don't feel like Waco, we're growing and it's getting there, but just like being able to go downtown and like pop into different places and like you can shop in this place or you can go experiencing something in this place, maybe get food in this place and get a drink in a different place. Like I feel like we're getting there, but I'm just looking forward to like the growth there as
I'm
well.
so excited for that too. I just feel like, you know, we're in such a pivotal time for Waco.
Yes.
Like we are growing so much. So it's so interesting to kind of see that. You know, what makes you guys feel like is so important about AC being here in Waco or right now in 2024?
Well, I like to say, you know, we're a product of Waco's downtown renaissance. I mean, that's one of the reasons that we're here. And I love, you know, our location. I was just talking yesterday with a group and we were talking about kind of the master plan that Waco has for its downtown redevelopment. And one of the things I'm most excited about is we sit right at Mary Avenue in 6th Street. And in that plan, Mary Avenue is going to become kind of like this festival street. And I think it's so amazing to think about in a few years that people could walk out the front doors of the AC Hotel Waco and walk all the way to the Brazos River and have everything that they see be developed and occupied and thriving. That is such an incredible vision, you know, to think about. And I'm just happy that our business is a product of that.
I love that. And same thing with you guys. I mean, I know you guys probably have a little bit of a different perspective on it, but what do you think opportunities like this in Waco are so important right now?
Oh, absolutely. So Waco is growing like a weed right now. I tell you this much, you just keep seeing people moving in. It's beautiful to see, honestly. It's beautiful to see this town really develop. And I think that the AC, true, as I said before, is going to become a cornerstone of that growth. We want it to become a hub for various different people when they come in, kind of like a welcome center type deal. You know what I mean? When they come into Waco, they stay at the AC, they get a great experience, and then soon enough, when all the stuff is built out along the Brazos, they can come out there, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and just have a lovely evening. That is the number one thing that I think will be amazing to see moving forward, and especially as we try to get this growth going, having the AC being there as a welcome, come one, come all, is fantastic to see.
I love that.
Yeah, just to piggyback off Brandon, it's been really cool to be part of an organization that is so Waco community focused. I feel like when I started this project, it was like, oh, AC by Marriott was like my mindset. And it was like big hotel brand here. And then the more I've gotten to know the people who work there, the more I've gotten to know like their heart as a hotel, it's so clear that it's for Waco by Wacoanians. And it's beautiful. And so just seeing that, I think, is really important for just the time and place that we're in right now. And then, again, getting able to get Baylor students over here. Baylor plays a big role in just the city of Waco as a whole. And so being able to just get Baylor students excited about it and Baylor as a community excited about it, I know can just create so much more change. And so I think that's why it's so important is Baylor's growing and Waco are both growing. And if we can use that growth as a catalyst to just inspire more growth and inspire more change, then why not do it? And why not be a part of that?
Yeah, it sounds like this really has been such a big undertaking and, you know, kind of just a community project in itself. Is there anybody you guys would like to shout out that's kind of helped you guys along this journey? I mean, I'm obviously the AC, but I'm sure there's more.
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Tyler Lindsay Warren has been amazing in this fantastic experience. Without her, we actually wouldn't have been able to get in contact with the AC in the first place. And I thank her greatly for all the help, all the work that she has done for us, and really just believing in us to be able to allow us to do a project like this.
I love that.
Certainly. Yeah. Our group as a whole, it's not just Brandon and I who does this.
No, it's our team. They're amazing.
I was like, wow, you guys just do it.
No, we would not be able to be where we are without the rest of our group. And so the biggest shout out to Colton and Spencer and Kylie and
Grace and Jacob.
Grace.
Wow.
All of our people, they are really the backbone of this. They just don't like to be in front of the camera as much as Brandon and I do. So they're not here with us today.
I love that. And on your end?
I would love to shout out my team. You know, there is oftentimes working for Marissa Maguire where I'm coming in with the crazy idea and I've got to get my team excited and inspired around it. This didn't take much convincing, but you know, it is a significant contribution that they're making to work one-on-one with this, you know, project and really take it seriously and give it the amount of attention and time that it really deserves to be a success. So I want to shout out my team at the AC Hotel Waco, and I of course have to shout out my family.
Yay.
You know, they get behind my crazy ideas both in my business life and in my personal life. So I'm thankful for their support and everything.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, of course, we need to know how we can find you guys, find more information. How can people find all the things? Go ahead and plug yourselves.
Yeah, so you can follow us at AC Hotel Waco. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram.
All right, perfect. I love that. And then last but not least, is there anything else you would like our listeners to know today? This is your little soapbox moment, your chance to say anything you need to.
Luke, do you want to go first?
Yeah, for sure. I think the first thing and biggest thing is honestly just like there's an event on December 4th at 5:30. Mm-hmm. Come to the event. It's going to be a holiday party. There's going to be food and there's going to be just a great time. And so it's pretty much my soapbox is just come out, come to the AC, experience the AC. It's a space for everyone. Why not come?
Same here, to be honest with you. There's an amazing event on December the 4th. Make sure that you get yourself out there. We cannot wait to host, and we are really looking forward to it. So come out December the 4th, 5:30 to 7:30. And for all you Baylor student organizations out there, make sure you get your applications in. We got to get them in by November the 22nd. Remember that date, November the 22nd. All right, it's the day before Thanksgiving. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
And I would just continue. I want to invite people to come to the AC Hotel Waco, whether you're coming to stay, whether you're just coming to walk around, get a bite to eat, grab a drink. I was riding the elevator up with someone and he was saying, man, I got to get over there. I'm like, yes, you do. Whether you're, again, whatever your reason for coming in, we just want you to come in and see it. You know, we are a new business and we want to make sure that people are invited to come in. And I definitely want to say a huge thank you to you two gentlemen, as well as the rest of the group. You know, it has been incredible to partner with you guys and to really see this vision come to fruition. And it's been one of the highlights of my time here.
Oh, I love hearing that. Just love it. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you again. I've definitely appreciated it. And thank you for joining me.
Of course.
Absolutely.
It was a fun time.
Yes, of course. No worries. Thank you.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at grencoscience.com.